How you doing, everybody? YouTubers, subscribers, future subscribers. I'm Randy. This is Randy Road Life. Welcome to the channel. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. You see the title of this video. You got some of you have been waiting for this. Well, here it is today. I went through orientation process. As you see, it's 22nd Century Trucking Inc. They're out of they have an office in Arizona and one here in Woodridge, Illinois, just outside of Chicago. The process was very easy, went very smooth. Gave me a flight. Took about 50 minutes or so from where I live to here. Put me up in a nice hotel. Everything was cool with that. And then orientation was very short, about 3 hours, 3.5 hours at the most. They brought my truck to me, allowed me to inspect it before I signed any paperwork. That was good, so I was able to do a pretty good inspection on it. The only thing that I did not like was that it does not have a fridge. It has everything else. APU is running now, so that's what I'm using at the moment, is the APU. Checking it out. It's working great. Inverter works great. They got outlets and stuff in here. So let me give you the quick tour before I get into anything. So you can see the outlets right there. There's the screen. Here's the desk. How that works. Got a new bed, but I will not be keeping this bed. Storage space. That's where the TV would go. I mean, not TV, but the fridge would go. When I go home, I'm gonna get one. There's this, all that storage space right here. APU, inverter, and top bunk, which I may or may not use for extra storage space. I'm not sure yet. I haven't tried out the stereo yet. So, as you can see, they have a tablet. There's their tablet right there. That's my Diesel 780. It's what I use. This is their tablet. Let me show you a couple things on the tablet. They use Samsara as their ELD. They use another app for accepting and loads and stuff like that. That's what that looks like. So when I accept the load, it'll be right there. And so it keeps track of a lot of things. So it's pretty cool. This actually comes with hotspots, so you can connect your phone or your laptop or any other electronic devices that use internet or Wi-Fi. You connect straight to this. It has a passcode and everything that goes with it, so you can actually run a laptop off of this if you don't want to run it off your smartphone hotspot. So I'm about to start this up for you. Here's my handy dandy key. This will automatically shut off my APU. If you can hear that, my APU just shut off. Alright. Very low on fuel. Would have been nice to get a complimentary fuel up, but there's my fuel gauge. There's my def right here. And this is my air brake pressure and primary and secondary air tanks. The orange one is a primary, green one is a secondary. Volts, oil pressure, water temperature. And then I think this is pretty cool. I like this. These are your drive axles, your temperature and all that type of stuff. So these are this is your lighting, 4 ways. Thing that I like is I can dump my air, auto release on my fifth wheel, PDL, power divider lock, which is good for getting you out of places, and then my fifth wheel slide. So traction control, hill assist, bypass. So over here we got foot light. This is your inspection light, check light, it cycles through all your lights. And then your toggles your dash lights. This is your utility light behind the cab, all that good stuff. So Boom, there's that. Lets me know I'm parked. So the seating, the seats are I like the seats. I like this thing right here. This thing works very well. I already used it, so it's pretty cool. This is my contraption. What I didn't know was this in here. This is actually, if you have a magnet on the back of your phone, which I do, it boom sticks right on there like this. Bam. Very simple. So you guys want to see the outside of the truck? Well, this is the yard I'm at. This is where they keep their trailers. I don't particularly like muddy yards, but you know, deal with it. So let's get out and look at the truck. So here we are. Here's the truck. We'll start from the front. I wish it was lights, fog lights on the bottom. It has one blind spot hood mirror, which is all I need. I don't need the one on the left. So there's your marker lights up there, all that good stuff. Get a good look at it. I like to have been like green or red or something like that instead of just plain white. There's that. This truck has not been driven by any other drivers here, so that's a plus. I'm the first driver here that's driven this truck. It is a little dirty, so they actually gave me a little bit of everything: brake fluid and antifreeze and oil and windshield washer fluid, and they gave me extra straps. Here's my power inverter. It's a doozy. It's a pretty powerful one too. And I got gloves. Check that out. They even gave me gloves. And stuff to clean up spills with. I don't like these. I don't know what these are. I don't like them because if your tire blows or you have a recap come off, it's going to tear that right off. I do like that. See, this is very handy. And I got a load bar rack, which I really like. See that? That is so cool. I like load bar racks. So I like that. And I like where that fan is at over there. So let's go through this little muddy area. I'm trucking this back in the truck. It's gonna annoy me. I like these lights right here. And I love these mud flap hangers right here. These are awesome. These are so awesome. I love these things. Look at those things. Look how big, look how hefty these things are. Those are nice. 4-bag system. You know, you can, those of you know anything about K-Dubs, you can get an 8-bag. This is the 4-bag. This truck has all good tires all the way around, and my favorite thing on the truck is that thing right there. That is a fuel saver, money saver. Very important. Very important. So, and I like that they put the radiator right there. Thing I like also is I have another maintenance hatch right here. I have no chains. I think I'm gonna get socks though. My friend Chuck and Tyler said about this. Emergency escape hatch right here. Important in case I have to emergency myself out of here. So all my lights work, which is a good thing. This truck comes, I like this feature here. See this right here? I like that. Keep as much wind and air out from under your truck as possible. Increase your fuel economy. So you can see that. It does not have an inward facing camera inside this truck. It is outward facing camera only. So that's a plus. So this is my favorite truck. It is a Kenworth, the 2020 Kenworth T680. And other than the color, I like it. So I've already spoken to the wife when I get home. Run out and get me a fridge for this truck. Get that taken care of and load it up. Alright, let's hop back from here. Dirty up my truck some more. So this is This is you can actually dump your air all the way. Just boom, hit that. See? Think about Kenworths. You'll do that. And then if you hit that, it comes right back up. Boom. I love Kenworths. So, here's your port for your CPU. Uh-oh. That's not right. So we'll take care of that right now. Boom. Done. Get your curtains back here. Alright, let's hop in here. I got a carpet I'm going to put in here when I get home. I'll be home later on today. So we'll get that done. I got a load going to Moorhead. So let me turn this around so you can see the rest of it. So you can see the microwave. These Kenworths do have pretty big beds in them. I don't like these beds. I'll be putting a different one in there. I'm gonna order a Lowell mattress. Oh, it's gonna cost me about $600 to put the Lowell mattress in here. So I mean, it's good night's sleep is what you need. I love these desks. This is a real workman's desk. Look at that. Boom. So with that, let's go over the important things you guys want to know. All right, turn this around. All right, now you guys want to know why I chose this place. First of all, here's something very important. Companies, these lease purchase companies make money off the truck. They make money off of you purchasing the truck, right? Not just you doing loads. So here's something very interesting for you guys. This is why I like this company. Okay. Now, this truck is almost brand new. It's 2020. Has 200,000 miles on it. I have the full purchase price. They told me they are not charging me a cent more than what they paid for the truck. Very interesting thing. Okay. They said if I didn't believe that, and it wouldn't hurt their feelings to show me their original bill of sale. Well, me being me, yeah, I want to see the original bill of sale, in which they promptly showed me because I was dealing with the accountant, Andrew. All right. So Andrew showed me the sale, and according to what the purchase price of the truck is also the purchase price what I'm paying for the truck. Okay. My weekly truck payment. Is it on this page? Let me see what page it's on, and I'll tell you guys. I shall tell you all. Tell you everything. Okay. This is everything right here. Okay. So, weekly payment is $928.77. All right. I already put down a deposit on this truck, so that goes towards the principal. So it was accepted today and all that good stuff. So let's pull the rabbit out the hat. One of the reasons why I came here is because they don't make a profit off the truck, right? Their profit is made off of partnership here. 85%, 15%. Part of that 15% also goes to the dispatcher. The dispatcher makes a percentage of that 15% of every load that you make. So there's an vested interest in a dispatcher dispatching you properly, having good experience in knowing the lanes, knowing the where not to goes and where to goes, knowing how to string loads together. It's very important. Me and him talked about that today, and we actually were very like-minded on it. I was actually very intrigued by our conversation. I was like, you know, inside my head, I'm like, oh, this guy he knows what he's doing. Okay, we talked about going to Northeast or going to Oregon or going to Miami and things like that. You know, like he said, you know, dealing with Oregon, he knew the numbers to go into Oregon, which was, it's like, wow, man, this guy knows his stuff. We don't want to go to Oregon. That's, you know, he's like, we don't want to, it costs too much money to go there for you. It costs me money to go there. It doesn't cost the company money. It costs me money to go there. And he doesn't, and that's really good that you have someone has a vested interest, but not only in making themselves money, but also you making money and not you costing yourself money needlessly, which is important, right? So, you know, also dealing with tolls and, you know, not, you know, him saying, well, we're going to avoid Florida as much as possible unless we go to like the Jacksonville and then we just come right back across the border to Georgia or whatever, and things of that nature. Avoiding areas, right, where freight sucks. Okay, but being able to go to an area with good freight, not only getting a good money going there, but also getting a good load coming out of there. That is super important. Okay, so we got all this lease paperwork right here. It is a 4-year lease. All right, it is a 4-year lease. Okay, there's that. This is the lease agreement right here. So the total amount of the truck comes out to like $157,000. Okay. This truck was actually purchased from a dealership, not a finance company, which was very important to me because dealerships are different. All right. First of all, I have the maintenance record on this truck. I've already seen and have the maintenance record on this truck. I saw the PM done in the truck. This had a fresh PM done on it. And that's very important. This truck has not needed any repairs, which is another very important thing. This truck does have a PACCAR, and I didn't mind that, and there's a reason why. I didn't mind that, and I'm going to tell you why. The last truck I had with a PACCAR was a 2019 Peterbilt 579. And it drove very well. I was impressed with the PACCAR motor. It had good power, good fuel economy, and I liked how it drove very well. And this truck, already driven it, not very far, 12 miles or so on the highway. Also, I've only bobtailed. I have a load coming to me. Interesting thing here, you don't have to go to places in Chicago to pick up loads and get loads. They actually have a local guy here that picks up the load for us from the Chicago area, which is very helpful. This place also has dedicated lanes. They have ones that goes up to Lands, Michigan, not Lansing. They have several other ones. Another thing my dispatcher liked to do that I actually appreciated was keeping you out of the major cities, like say Philadelphia, Baltimore, things like that. If you didn't have to go in there, then you know it's not necessary to go in there. It's pretty much keeping you out of problem areas and bad traffic, which I thought was very interesting. So then there's that. One thing you have to do that they want you to do is once a week they want you to get all your paperwork, your BOLs ready, and boom, mail them in, right? Even though you're going to scan them in, not through Flow, but over the app, over your phone, or actually the tablet, and then at the end of the week you do a trip sheet. You'll do that, and then you'll put it all in here, fill this out, and then drop it in the box. It covers them in case broker's like, oh, we need the original paperwork or we're not going to pay you, right? So this means they get all the paperwork, which is important. So it's good to be on the up and up with everything that needs to be taken care of. So far as I'm concerned, everything I've been told has been the case, with the exception of one thing. and that can be overlooked, and that's not this thing that I have in a fridge. Why doesn't it bother me? Well, here's the thing. Some of these fridges you get in these trucks stink. Some don't work all that well, and I don't mind getting my own because I can always take it with me when I leave. All right. So there's that. This thing don't fit in here well, so we shall take it out like so. So, and this is what they give you. Boom. It's got everything. It's everything else in it. All your stuff. All this. Cap card. Permits. They actually have very interesting. They have hemp. They have a hemp permit here. I was like, okay, right? I mean, I don't. It's not something I do, but you know, I thought that was sort of interesting. They have a hemp permit, so they have that. The numbers here have been true. When they first showed me the lease for the truck, they said, look, you don't have to sign anything. Just go look at the truck, inspect it yourself, and then you can sign after. Which is what I did. Duh. So, you know, they drove the truck to me, which was pretty cool. I didn't have to go to the truck. The truck came to me, and I inspected the truck and things like that, and pulled, prodded, pushed, you know, and turned it on, listened, smelled, and everything seems to be very ordinary with the truck. Now all there is to do is to drive it. All you gotta do is, you know, is to drive it. So it's gonna get its first good test. I'm gonna take it home, and then I'm gonna spend a few hours at home getting this thing ready, and then I'm gonna go to Moorhead. I'd be at Moorhead by 11 a.m. and that's only an hour from my house, and we'll get that taken care of. So far, everything is good. There is a down payment here, people. It's $2,500 for a down payment. I think that is a good thing, and I'm going to tell you why. You're like, well, man, I mean, a lot of people don't have down payments. Yeah, okay, they don't, and just anybody can go there, right? A down payment here means you're serious. It weeds out the drivers who are not serious from the drivers who just, they think they want freedom, and when they get freedom in the truck, you know, you know the guys, they're late to their pickups, they're doing extra stuff that's very unprofessional. Like, let me give you an example. I had a truck partner when I was teaming for PTL some years ago, and we was in Atlanta, and he wanted to go to a warehouse to buy clothes. I said, well, that's not a real issue for me, right? But the issue became, once I started asking him questions about it, one, it was at 10 in the morning, and we had to be in Memphis, Arkansas at 6 in the morning. And two, it was in an area that was truck restricted. If he wasn't taking a taxi or Uber or whatever, how was he going to get there? He actually wanted to take the truck. I was the extra driver at the time, so I told him, well, if you want to go there, you can get your stuff and get out, and I'll go about my business, you know. So then that ended up going to dispatch, and then when we got back to West Memphis, Arkansas, I kicked him out of the truck, and I ended up getting a better partner, who I ended up training. Who was actually in training, so I trained him, and he was actually a good guy who me and him still communicate to this day. So that was an experience in and of itself. So guys, they think they have freedom just to do anything. You fail to realize that this is a business, right? This is a business, and so yeah, you have a certain amount of freedom, but there is abuse of that freedom, all right? And abuse of that freedom costs you money, if not your business. So it's very important. This truck is now tied to my business, right? Matt 633 Trucking LLC, right? That is the name of my business, Matt 633 Trucking LLC. So it doesn't go to a personal bank account. It goes to a business account with an EIN number, registered in Kentucky, and all that type of stuff. So it's very important. So my revenue stream has to be consistent every week. So if I'm ever going to get a loan or funding for equipment to purchase another truck and maybe bring it even here and let them put a driver in or whatever, however I want to do it, I can do that. See, that is freedom, right? That is the freedom you get from this. and that is very important. So you have to run this business wisely. My deductions come out to about $1,500 a week, and then there's fuel. So what do I know about this truck? I know the engine in this truck. I've driven the engine in this truck. It gets good fuel mileage, but I also know I have an APU on this truck. I can save money with the APU between $300 and $350 a week, depending on how my brakes are, and if I if I decide to even idle the truck at all, or not even use the APU. Maybe it's nice enough I don't have to use the APU at all, and so I save even more money. So that's another thing. So, it's cutting costs, not cutting corners. Again, you cut costs, but not corners. And that's another thing we have to understand, right? When you cut corners, you could possibly be cutting out something very vital, and it will cost you. It would eventually cost you, and you will regret it. And it's very important that you review that corner before you cut it off. All right? Make sure you know what you're doing. Be informed, do your research, and make an intelligent decision, right? Make an intelligent business decision. This is the important thing. All right? So they charge $2,500 the down payment on the truck for you to come here. All right, and get a truck. I see a few more trucks over there. One is a really nice Volvo. I think it's a 760 or a 780. I haven't really looked at it all that well. I'm pretty good when it comes to just staring at a truck. When you've been staring at trucks every day, all day for years, you get pretty knowledgeable just looking at them and knowing what it is. It looks like it's a 2019 or newer. So it definitely is pretty nice. I don't know if it's a company truck or if it's a lease purchase option truck. The thing that they do here, which I think is really cool, if you want to come here but they don't have a truck that you want, you can go online and find a truck at fair market value, and they will buy it for you. They will buy it for you. All right, and then you come here and you purchase the truck off them for the same market value that they paid for the truck. That's what you pay. That's what I'm paying for this truck. I'm finally in my favorite truck. I'm not spending any more than what this company spent on this truck. All right. So I've been harping about how much companies charge you for trucks and how much interest they charge, like Western Flyer or Hurricane Express or what's that other one that's over there by Western Flyer and actually piggyback off Western Flyer? John Krishner or something like that. I think that's it. They all do that same thing, right? They take a $150,000 truck and they turn it into a $300,000 truck by the time you're done paying off of it, right? So there's a small escrow here. The escrow is very small. It's only $1,500, $100 a week for 15 weeks, So there's that, and then there's your maintenance account. There's that, and so there's a lot of transparency here, which is what I really liked. I've never been into an orientation that was as smooth and as transparent as the orientation I was in today. So that was a huge bonus. I was like, wow, it's very smooth here. And then you get everybody's phone numbers. You get the owner's phone numbers. I think they got two owners here. You get their phone. I got them right here. It's the first page. I'm not going to give you all their phone numbers, but they're right there. I got all the phone numbers. I got to put them in my phone. All that good stuff. And you get their direct phone numbers, so that's a plus. And they have a great recruiter here. Her name is Heidi. All right. And so give this place a call. I'm going to put their information in the description for you. So fill that out. Tell them Randy sent you, and tell them Randy sent you. I'm in truck 172, and so come to a place with, so far as I can tell, as my initial review, as you see, I like it so far. Every week I would do a settlement check video, and you'll see what I'm making. Their loads, their weeks start at first thing 12:01 a.m. Tuesday to midnight on Monday. That's their week. I think it's a pretty cool setup they have, So run your business, people. Run your business. All right, this is your business. Run it smart, run it well, run it with intelligence, ask all the questions. If you see my post, if you see the posts I made with the 31 to 32 questions, maybe that's not all. I mean, that's not as exhaustive. Maybe you can add a couple more questions to that, but ask all those questions. All right, and don't be in any type of chronological or any type of numerical order. Just answer the questions, right? And watch recruiters squirm. Okay, this is the place I haven't had that issue, and so that's why I'm here. Is my truck payment over $900? Yes, it is. Would I have liked to have had a $500 truck payment? Yes, I would. But I'm getting what I want to make the money I want and the money I think I'm going to make, which is important with a company within. So far, I see was integrity and transparency. I've already spoken with my dispatcher, as I have already told you, informed you, and we seem to be on the same page so far. He seems to have some really good experience in what he's doing, so there's that. And he harped on communication, which I harp on quite a bit, is communication, which is the most important thing between you and your dispatcher. So many trucking careers are interrupted because of bad communication. You know, just bad communication will ruin your tenure at a company. Okay, I know this. It's happened to me many times. So with that, I hope you guys got some out of this. 22nd Century Trucking. That's XXII Century, CENTURY Trucking Inc. I'm gonna put all this stuff in the description. So look at the description and see. You can call the phone number and get a hold of their main recruiter, Heidi. She's awesome. She's been doing this for a long time. She is great. So with that, I'm going to bid you guys adieu. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Hit the bell for that notifications. If you hit the like, it helps me with the algorithms and things like that to be able to get this video out and to be able to get more information out so other truckers are informed. And even people who want to be truck drivers, even if they're interested in the lease purchase option, they can follow these things and get information and also make intelligent and informed decisions. Deuces.